Imagine a world where the biggest company in an entire industry, a company worth billions, owning 9,000 stores, and dominating 70 million customers, gets destroyed by a small startup that nobody even took seriously. A company so powerful that it charged people late fees. And people still paid without question. But one tiny idea, from one ordinary man, brought this giant empire down to its knees. This is the untold story of how Netflix killed Blockbuster and reshaped the entire world of movies forever. Welcome back to the channel, the place where we break down the world's biggest business empires, their rise, their fall, and the secret strategies behind global success. If you love business, startups, and real case studies, you're in the right place. Let's dive straight into today's story. Chapter 1: The Giant That Could Never Fall. In the early 2000s, Blockbuster wasn't just a company, it was a culture. Every weekend, millions of families walked into Blockbuster stores, rented DVDs and videotapes, paid late fees, and repeated this routine week after week. With over 9,000 stores, 84,000 employees, and nearly $6 billion in yearly revenue, Blockbuster dominated home entertainment. People believed it was unbeatable. But hidden beneath all that success was a weakness, one that Netflix used to attack. Chapter 2: The Small Idea That Started a Revolution. In 1997, Reed Hastings forgot to return a movie to Blockbuster and was charged a $40 late fee. That single moment gave birth to Netflix. Reed wondered why people had to return movies at all. What if movies were delivered to your home with no late fees and no due dates? Netflix started as a DVD by mail service. Customers ordered movies online, Netflix shipped them, and there were no penalties for late returns. Blockbuster laughed at the idea, believing people would never stop visiting stores. That arrogance became their downfall. Chapter 3: The $50 million Mistake. In 2000, Netflix was struggling. They had just 300,000 customers and were losing money. Reed Hastings approached Blockbuster with an offer: buy Netflix for $50 million. Blockbuster's CEO laughed and rejected the deal, calling online business irrelevant. Netflix walked out embarrassed but determined. Reed Hastings told his team, "They laughed at us, now we will bury them." And they did exactly that. Chapter 4: The Strategy That Changed Everything. Netflix analyzed Blockbuster's weaknesses and built its model to exploit them. Blockbuster made $800 million annually from late fees. Netflix removed them entirely. Blockbuster stores had limited shelf space. Netflix offered tens of thousands of titles online. Blockbuster required physical visits. Netflix delivered movies to your home. Netflix didn't just compete, it redesigned the entire customer experience. Chapter 5: The Move Nobody Saw Coming, Streaming. In 2007, Netflix introduced instant movie streaming over the internet. People doubted the idea because of slow internet speeds. Blockbuster dismissed it completely. Netflix wasn't thinking about the present, it was predicting the future. As streaming improved, customers slowly shifted. Blockbuster stores grew emptier each year. Netflix's growth exploded. Chapter 6: Blockbuster Panics, Too Late. By 2009, Netflix was dominating. Blockbuster finally realized the danger and launched its own streaming service. But Blockbuster was already drowning in debt, store costs, and poor management. It was too slow to adapt. They were a dinosaur trying to learn digital evolution. It simply couldn't happen. Chapter 7: The Knockout Punch, Subscription Model. Netflix introduced an unlimited subscription. Watch anything, anytime, anywhere. One fixed monthly price. Blockbuster survived on late fees. If they copied Netflix, they would lose hundreds of millions. They were trapped by their own business model. Netflix didn't just beat Blockbuster, it made Blockbuster's model useless. Chapter 8: The Final Collapse. In 2010, Blockbuster filed for bankruptcy. A company once worth billions collapsed because it refused to evolve. Meanwhile, Netflix crossed 20 million subscribers and became one of the most powerful entertainment companies in the world. Blockbuster stores shut down across the globe until only one remained. Blockbuster didn't lose to Netflix. Blockbuster lost to its own ego. Chapter 9: The Real Reason Netflix Won. Netflix won because it believed in constant disruption. DVDs turned into streaming. Streaming turned into original content. Originals expanded into global productions. Global expanded into mobile-first entertainment. Netflix kept evolving. Blockbuster remained stuck in the past. Innovation beats size. Speed beats power. Adapting beats tradition. Chapter 10: Lessons for Every Entrepreneur. Never fall in love with your business model. Blockbuster loved late fees, Netflix loved innovation. Your ego can destroy your business. Blockbuster ignored customer needs. Convenience always wins. Netflix was simpler, easier, faster. Technology destroys old habits. Those who don't adapt disappear. Never underestimate small competitors. Blockbuster laughed at Netflix. Netflix ended Blockbuster. Blockbuster wasn't killed by Netflix alone. It was killed by its own refusal to evolve. Because in business, the moment you stop changing, you start dying. And Netflix, it proved that one small idea, one powerful vision, can change the world.